Coke, so great to meet you via Zoom, and congratulations on the film. And I want to start off by asking you, what truly inspired you to write this? Because I'm not going to lie, I mean, there were a lot of emotions running through my body while watching this film.
Yeah.
You've tackled it in a good way, but boy, it packs a punch. So what
Yeah.
initiated you to sit down and go, I'm going to write this?
Well, during last year, during the civil unrest due to the deaths of Ahmaud and George and Brianna, like I really felt like I wanted to do something, and I felt like I was really proud of the younger generation, everybody that was out,
Yeah.
protesting and doing things of that nature. But I just felt like I had a real opportunity to, utilize my art and my platform in order to address some of these social issues that we're facing in this country and around the world. And it just my films usually just start with a title. And one day I was just walking and Karen just hit me and I was like, oh my goodness. And it sounded like a horror film.
Yeah.
Obviously my first passion in writing and directing is comedy. So,
Right.
I kind of thought about doing it as a comedy, but I was just like, I felt like I could, put comedic moments in there that show, my skills as it relates to that in a very satirical way. But I wanted to do something more impactful. I wanted to do something that didn't pull any punches. It didn't talk about racism and things of this nature and bias from a safe place. I wanted to jar people. I wanted to, evoke these feelings in people because I feel like, we've turned a blind eye to these situations for too long. And ironically enough, the Karen things have just spiraled out of control since I wrote this film. I wrote this film a little over a year ago.
Right.
And they're just getting worse and worse. So I think it's and obviously it's something that we all know, we're all familiar with. So I felt like it was a level playing field for me to be able to discuss, again, social injustice and racism in this country in a entertaining perspective, but like you said, also very jarring, not pulling any punches, type of storytelling.
Absolutely. And, look, you released the trailer and it clearly struck a nerve because Twitter went on fire, and you were getting, whether people were positive or criticizing or accusing you of, taking from Jordan Peele, whatever. The point is, it struck a nerve. Did that kind of surprise you at the reaction that just the trailer was getting at the time? Because like I say, any publicity is good publicity. I don't care what anybody says,
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew I had something, and I knew that with me and my, this is my 9th film, so I've got great relationships. I know how to make an independent film. I know what genres are enticing to distributors and stuff like that. So I knew that this was coming, obviously, in so immediate in such a major way. No, that was like super surprising to me. I think it was funny. I woke up that morning, but I'm gonna tell you, the day before that, I was group texting with Taryn and Corey and Jasmine.
Yeah.
And I told them, I don't like screenshotting, stuff like that and posting it because, it's intimate when you have relationships with talent like that. But I told them, I said, tomorrow we are going to break the internet. Mark my words. And I mean, like I said, by like 10 a.m., my phone's blowing up. By like whatever time Wendy is on the East Coast, friends were sending me clips of her talking about the film. I'm like, this is insane. Like, this is publicity that major studios pay millions and millions of dollars for, that we got by doing nothing else but, leaking the trailer to TMZ. Shout out to TMZ. They've been supporters of this film since day one. I'm sorry about that. I declined the call.
There you go. You're back. You're back. You're all good.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
Okay.
But yeah, I expected it. I knew the backlash would come. As a Black filmmaker and a creative in general, art is subjective. And even though I'm making a film about racism and things like that, I knew not everybody Black was gonna love it. I knew not everybody white was gonna love it. I didn't expect them to. I wanted to do what it did, start conversations. And that's the thing that was most pleasing to me, is when I see, because I read a little bit of the troll stuff. I don't dig too far into it because it just, it's whatever.
There's no point.
There's, respect the gladiator in the ring, not the spectator in the stand. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has an opinion, and I love it. And I wasn't offended by any of it. So yeah, it was a blessing, to tell the truth, because people are going to see the film. Even those that hate it are going to watch it, just to hate on it more, or hopefully I'll change some of their minds, because I've never seen this much backlash on just a trailer.
Yeah.
And, you know,
It's
one part of the narrative I didn't like is when people kept saying, oh, Hollywood this, Hollywood that. This is a Black independent filmmaker that made this film. This is not Hollywood. Yes, we have you know, a partnership with BET on it, but I raised the money for the film independently. We shot the film independently. It wasn't, you know, something where I got hired to write this film because it was, you know, provocative. It was something that came from the heart, you know, and I'm really proud of it. I'm really happy that, you know, when I see, I'm so sorry. I don't even know how to turn my ringer off.
Okay.
We're not live, are we?
No. It's all
Oh,
good. It's
good.
all
So you
good.
can edit
Yeah,
this. All
it's all
right,
good.
awesome. But yeah, I feel great about it when I see these things still happening. You know, the social injustice and the atrocities and the police brutality and the Karen stuff. It just makes me so proud that I said something, that I didn't just sit by and, you know, go make just another. Not that any of my movies are fluff. You know, there's a little social commentary hinged in all of my films, but this is the first one that I just really went all the way there with it and took on an issue and you know, went for the jugular.
For sure. No, I'm glad that you did. And did you watch the recent series Them by any chance?
I
It's
did.
on Amazon.
Yeah, I did. I watched the first couple episodes. Definitely similar in premise, you know. And I think Lena Waithe is really dope. And yeah, I didn't watch the entire series, but I watched some of it. I thought it was really dope and really
Yeah,
well
yeah.
put together.
It's different. It's a say it's different, you know, but I'm just saying, but the point is that you guys are getting this message across, which I think is fantastic. So thank you for that. And I want to ask you about Taryn Manning because I've been a long time fan of hers, like forever, and watching her progression on Orange is the New Black, how much we hated that character, and then the justice at the end. And oh my God, my heart just honestly never thought I would feel for her. She was so good in this. Why, you know,
Yeah.
how did you get her attention? And why was she your perfect Karen?
Just because she's an artist and she loses herself in roles and you believe her no matter what role she's playing. Because you know, I mean, she's plays such a wide array of characters and she nails every one of them. Like in Hustle and Flow, she's like the white hood chick, and she
Yes.
nailed that. You know, in 8 Mile, she's this, and Orange is the New Black, she's that. But Orange is the New Black was really did it for me when I just seen her range. I mean, I knew she was an amazing actress, but when I watched that, I was just like, oh my goodness. And you know, she's not afraid to go there. She's fearless. You know, she runs into roles head on. She doesn't pull any what the material reflects. She wasn't scared of the material.
Yeah.
She you know, she felt the same way as me as she felt with everything she was seeing in the world, like we were, that she wanted to do something that was saying something and speaking to these issues. So I mean, she was, and how she got attached was a good friend of mine, Adrian Miller, who I've known for over you know, 20 years since I was an artist, signed to Loud Records back in the day.
Yeah.
He was my A&R there.
Yeah.
He's just one of these dudes that's the connector. So when I'd already had interest from financiers and stuff for Karen, but I was just like, man, if I could just get a star attached to it and somebody that moves the needle and somebody that's hungry, you know, because a lot of times, you know, you meet celebrities and you know, actors and actresses, and they don't have that tiger in them anymore. You know what I mean? So
sure.
it was amazing. I mean, he literally sent Taryn the script. I didn't know her from Adam. She got on the phone with me. She said, what do I have to do? I'm in. You know, we had to move the start date a lot. We went through so much, and she just stood by my side the whole way. And I think she really needs to be applauded and for stepping into a role like this, because it's a lot. You hate her in the film, and she's such a sweetheart. She's such like a little flower child, and all about, you know, just love and peace and positivity. And to see her just snap into that is like, it was a thing of beauty. Like I used to just sit there at the monitor and have to pinch myself, like, oh my goodness, I've got Taryn Manning in front of my camera acting all the way out. Like there was not one small moment to her in the film. Like even the smallest of things, she made something out of it. You know, she's amazing. I can't say enough about her. She's amazing. You know, I call her sis. She's like family now because, you know, she rode with me, and it was a bold, you know, she used her celebrity. Like that's what got us the initial attention on Karen is, again, TMZ, when they found out we were doing the movie with Taryn Manning, it just, that caught fire. Amazing. Like nothing like the trailer, but that story even caught fire. So, well, yeah, she's dope, man. I love her.
She is. And then quickly before we wrap, I want to ask you, like, do you feel, and I'm not saying this like in a facetious way, or do you feel when you come off working on a movie like this with such an important topic that you need some therapy after?
Oh man, I'm actually taking a vacation finally this weekend. It was interesting. I to an interview yesterday, and she never told me this, but she was like, for 3 days after we wrapped, she just laid in her bed. She said she
Yeah.
just had to decompress. But yeah, this film has been heavy on my soul. Like I've never done anything this personal, and it was such a fight and a struggle. Like we shot during the pandemic.
Yeah.
It was raining almost every day. We were shooting in the neighborhood and getting harassed by actual Karens and by actual
Wow.
HOA. They were calling
Wow.
the police on us. Like it was so much tension, but it's crazy because it just added to the tension that was captured on camera. Like I was almost sitting there in the middle of all the chaos and just being like, this is great. Like it couldn't be better because it was a really tense environment. We shot the whole film in 14 days.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah, it was, and like I said, having to deal with social distancing and, you know, COVID tests and COVID scares and ice storms. And it was amazing, man. So yeah, I definitely like, you know, I have a lot of things in development, but I'm thinking, you know, I kind of want to laugh again.
I was going to say, you need
wanna,
a good comedy now. Like just take a break.
Yeah, that's because I think even when I watch this film, I'm just like, this is like, it's too real. Like this is stuff that, and I've seen some comments that said that, like, I just can't, like, I'm overwhelmed with the racist things that we see in real life and on social media every day.
I agree.
It's hard to watch it. We need escapism. But I'm very proud of this film. I feel like it was timely. You know, I pushed to make sure we got it done in a timely manner so it could come out in the midst of all this Karen stuff still happening. So, but yeah, it was definitely very taxing on me, as it should be. You know, when you stand in the gap like this, and you're able to get this one in a million opportunity to get this type of attention on your film as an indie filmmaker, there's going to be a lot that comes with that. So, you know, you got to take the good with the bad. But yeah, not therapy. I need to decompress, meditate, definitely meditate and decompress.
Well,
definitely.
Good for you. Well, listen, congratulations on it. Good on you for bringing us this film. It's really, really good. And thank you so much for your time today. It was a pleasure talking to you.
I appreciate it.
I want to
Thank
see a comedy next. Definitely need a comedy.
Yes, we need to laugh, some escapism.
We do. Thank you so much for your time. Take care. Okay, bye-bye. Bye.